All right, YouTube. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast talking Auburn football. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn, where it's always great to be an Auburn Tiger. This is a very exciting time of the year because, you have your Under Armour All-Star game. You have different particular venues to where some of the best high school football players in the country can display their talents. As a matter of fact, Auburn had a couple of guys in this particular Under Armour All-Star game. Wesley Steiner, Tank Bigsby, also in the mix for Broderick Jones out of Lithonia, Georgia, who is currently verbally committed to the University of Georgia, but he has a scheduled visit to Auburn in late January 31st. As a matter of fact, that will be the last visit for Broderick Jones, who is a five-star recruit offensive lineman. And for most of us who know, Auburn really needs some really solid offensive linemen in this particular recruiting class. Broderick Jones, in my opinion, is a guy who can be an immediate impact player for the Auburn Tigers. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Now, it's always a good sign when you have a guy like Tank Bigsby, who, he competed on a pretty high level in the state of Georgia, went to Callaway High School in Hogansville, Georgia, garnished his fifth star as a running back this particular football season. And when you go into this Under Armour ball game, you're definitely playing against some of the best players in the nation that are trying to put on their best performance to continue to impress their prospective universities that they will be playing for moving forward. The good thing that I liked about Tank Bigsby is the fact that he really navigated very well through the defenses. He showed that velocity, he showed that quickness, and it's definitely a good sign for the Auburn Tigers that they will be getting a legitimate running back in this particular recruiting class. And from what I saw of the 8 carries for 39 yards for Tank Bigsby, will transfer over well to where he could possibly, vie for a starting position for Auburn. I think he has that speed that Gus Malzahn likes. He has that attack at the line of scrimmage, but he also has that finesse that you need to have to be a high-level running back in the SEC. So also another guy that was in this particular game was Wesley Steiner. Now, Wesley Steiner, also a highly regarded recruit, one of the top 3 recruits for the Auburn Tigers in this recruiting class, also had a pretty decent showing. You could see him active around the football. He made some tackles. He did have some misreads, though, which I think can be coached, because if we remember right, Wesley Steiner is also a running back. So he's he plays both sides of the field. So, the fact that he had some type of fundamental and some type of technique issues didn't particularly surprise me. But I think once Wesley Steiner is able to focus on one side of the football field and continue to garnish his skills as a linebacker for Auburn, I think he's going to be very productive in already a stout linebacker core for the Auburn Tigers. You talk about Owen Papo, KJ Britt, Zacoby McClain, guys who are all coming back for the Auburn Tigers and definitely will be a huge deal for Auburn coming into this next year. And then you talk about Broderick Jones, of course, who is on the docket for Auburn. If you look at 24/7 Sports, he is he has warm interest in Auburn, meaning that things are kind of heating up for him. So, and he had a good showing as well in the Under Armour All-Star game. It's always a good sign when you see these particular things. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Always is great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.